I'm going to be installing a garbage disposal that we got at Home Depot. And it's this one right here. It was only, with tax, I think like 105. So it's really not bad. So I'm gonna do this by myself. So, be one moment. I am here to do this to show you women out there that you can do stuff on your own. I teach my girls to be strong, independent, intelligent, graceful, beautiful, contributing women. And yeah, and I've got my wonderful husband who is making dinner while I do it. So here we go.
Now, as you see, I'm laying down underneath the sink here. I highly recommend you not wear any good clothes. Lay down a towel and also grab a bowl to put underneath there to catch any water that will come out from underneath there. Also grab some protective eyewear because debris will fall down and possibly into your eyes. I recommend also making sure that you have all the tools available in reach. That would include a flathead screwdriver and a regular star-shaped screwdriver for those of you who aren't familiar with tools. I'm releasing the clamps that are holding the hose to the actual garbage disposal.
And ladies, go ahead and put the washers onto the screws, that way you don't lose them. And what I'm doing is I'm setting them down accordingly as I move them out, that way I know how to put them back in what order. So you should be able to just slide those down. Oh, we got one more. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of take you inside what it is. Those right here is what you're removing the screws out of. And hence, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I say have a bowl and glasses. Yummy. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it can be a bear to get out. So what I recommend, if it's not turning, and again, oh, where's my tool? Oh, good gravy. Oh, here it is. This guy is your best friend and accompanied with this guy. You may have to take it and push it, remember, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, and hammer it and make sure that when you loosen it up, you need to have something underneath there because water is going to run out. So definitely have a towel and hold it because it's heavy. But this is what it will look like when it's out. Yay! And then the next step that you'll be doing is kind of draining all of the gunk that is inside of it, because you'll see here. And so, like I said, you'll kind of try and drain some of this out, and underneath it, you're gonna have to take the cord out, and yeah, I'll show you guys how to do that too. Okay, guys. Once you've taken that out, what you're gonna need to do next is to disconnect the power cord from the old outlet. And how you do that, I'll kind of show you. There is a plate on the bottom, just like this. This is what the plate looks like, okay? And you can see here, oop, there we go. It's gonna be like this. This is actually tucked inside this wire, and it's kind of sitting like this. And the cord itself, this is inside up here. So this is tucked away visually. Inside there And these wires here are attached to these wires, the white, and then there's a black one in there as well. You can see it right there. They're attached. And this green wire is attached to that screw. You see how it's pulled out. And you'll undo all that. And right here, and you want to make sure you keep them, is a little cap. That, oh, here it is, duh. And it looks like this, right here, that was in here. That hole. Cap, that hole. And then you'll just pull that out, this portion here, out from underneath it, and you're done with it. You just keep that if you can, if it's still usable. And then you move on. And then what you're going to do here, if you have a garbage disposal, which I do, I'm going to set this down here, guys, and I'm crooked, then what you're going to do is there's a little hole here, and this is for your garbage disposal. Don't stick your finger too far because you're going to get stuck, like I just did. And then this one here. So there's a little piece, this little piece right here is stuck in that hole. So you want to take a screwdriver and a hammer, lay it on the side, and just pop it out. It may take a few strikes, but you can pop it out. And you'll dig inside here and pull it out that way. So now that we have that, the next step is to attach the wires back onto this one, and then we'll attach it. So, one moment. Okay, so you're going to want to insert these into this right here, just like so. Keep them all nice and separated. Ouch. Be careful not to poke yourself. It is copper.
Okay, in this particular section, I will be demonstrating on how to connect the wires and place them back accordingly. Now, according to the instructions, the wires should be attached white to white, black to black, but that is not how the wires are actually displayed. So I had to look that particular information up, and as you can see, I've already attached one side. So what I'm doing now is I attached the wires together, and I'm placing the plastic cap. Basically, that is to protect the wires from touching each other, which could result into a fire, and that would not be good. So make sure that's screwed on nice and tight, and you want to make sure that you have your screwdriver handy, because next part we're going to be taking the green wire that we spoke about earlier, and we're going to twist the exposed wires around the metal screw, and then once we wrap that around, we're going to go ahead and take our screwdriver and just screw that down nice and snug, so that the cables, the wires inside, do not move. Because again, you want to make sure that that does not cause any sparks, fire, or anything of that particular nature. And then once you do that, you'll just tuck everything nice and neat back into where it goes. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and move on to show you how to properly put them back in place. You can see here that the caps are nice and secure. They're snug. They're not going to come off, because if they do come off, that could result in a short, causing multitude of different things. Okay, now you can see right here, I'm showing you how to tuck everything in, and I previously just pointed to the green wire, how it's attached correctly. So I'm putting all of that in nice and snug, and I am putting the lid on top of that. And you're going to take your screwdriver, and again, you need to make sure that all of your tools are within hand's reach. You can see me searching for it. a little inconvenient, but that's okay. Lesson learned. And so you're just going to put it in the little holes and just go ahead and screw those on there. I won't bore you with the details of putting it all in. So,
okay, now once you've got that down in there, you're going to take this and it screws in. You want to shove that down just a little bit and make sure it's nice and even and balanced, and then you're just going to screw that on in like so, just like that. And then you're going to take your bracket that was on there before, make sure it's nice and flat to the surface. Come on. There we go. Like so. And I'm going to turn this around a little bit so you can see better. That's going to kind of sit like that. And then just take the screws and put those in accordingly. You want to make sure that that's in the groove. And then you just twist that on in. Just like this. Okay, I thought that I was going to be able to utilize this for the new one, but I am not. So I have to come in here and take a flathead, Phillips flathead screwdriver, and take out the actual piece here. Okay, to completely remove this off now, there is a little, it's a snap ring, and it's way up here. You just use your flathead screwdriver, again, the Phillips flathead screwdriver, and you have to, up here, and you'll pop it off, and that's what it looks like. And that will allow you to remove all of that. And again, there's two pieces. It was a little rusted and kind of caked on, so I used some like rust remover, like WD-40, something of that nature, to loosen that up. And then you're just going to push that up, just like that. There's a lot of caked on stuff. And again, goggles, people. And yeah, on that note, we're going to clean that up a little bit. Okay, the next thing you want to do is get some plumber's putty or caulking and put about a ½ inch around there. And then what you're going to do is, that's what the sink looks like now without it. And you're going to set that in there and squish it down like that. And basically it's a sealant to ensure that nothing gets out. And then you'll wipe away any excess. And then what you need to do, sorry again, is put a heavy weight on top of it. And what I recommend doing is, in essence, use a towel so it doesn't scratch anything. Make sure that the surface is clean. Use alcohol to clean it so that there's no debris. Okay guys, now what I highly recommend you doing is getting underneath it and ensuring that the pipe is long enough. And then what you have to do is turn it so that it fits perfectly. Now this metal part here, it can be a chore to get in, but you have to match up the little notches on it. And when I get done, I'll show you how. But you want to brace the weight with your arm like this, because it is very heavy. And then you tighten it up, and you want your little best friend, and the one I told you about, that little guy. And then again, make sure it's all lining up accordingly. All of your pipes. You can see here the pipes, right here. All right, make sure it's all lining up on this side. Ouch. Okay, guys. Ouch. Need to make sure that everything is connected, and I'll show you right here. Actually, in a minute. There it is. Okay, everything is connected there. I got some putty sealant right there to make sure that there is no leakage or anything like that. I would wait 24 hours before running any water through it. And again, I went ahead and did the piping there. And then I just got to put the little bracket right there. Those things right here, what I was telling you about, that was right there. Basically what you're going to do is put these right here. I don't know if you can see that. Can you even see it? Where'd it go? There it is. There it is. Okay, those right there on that. Okay. So I'm going to see if you can... there it is. Okay, so here, yeah. So you start off with the little one first, and you're gonna open it up like so, and then you're gonna clamp it right here. Here shortly, we'll see if we have a Eureka or not. And then you get the screw and the bolt. Boop, like that. And you're gonna put this right here, like that. And you're gonna put that in the back of it. And, well, eventually, you gotta find the little hole there. Like so. Oh, come on. You can do it. Oh, good gravy. Okay. Come on. Right there. Okay. Alright, just like that. And you can see a little hole the other little piece is going to go into. Just like that. Okay, guys. Everything is in, and this is the finished product. Sorry. Right there. And then the new one. Everything is still plugged in. Yeah. I think I'm going to tighten those right there a little bit more just to make sure, you know. Here we go. It's here right here. There we go. and it works. Through some trial and error. Again, this is my first garbage disposal. Yeah, I feel accomplished. And thank you guys for tuning in. And if you like what you see, please like the video, give a thumbs up, subscribe, and again, Cindy loves cool things, and installing my Badger 500 from start to finish, that's pretty darn cool. And yeah, you're gonna have some wonderful, yummy souvenirs. But thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks to my wonderful family for dealing with my mess. But ladies, you can do this. Guys, encourage your women. They can do this. You guys have a great evening. Mwah. Love you. Be honest with yourself. Love yourself. And great things will come to you. Don't be afraid. Get out there. Make life happen. Make your life happen. Mwah. What's up, YouTube? Thank you guys so much for tuning in to my video. Cindy Loves Cool Things is about just that. Cool things, learning life, experiencing it, and doing it for yourself. Ladies, we can do this. Gentlemen, thank you for your encouragement. If you liked what you saw, please give a big thumbs up. If you really, really like what you saw, which I think you did. No. If you do, please subscribe so I can go ahead and continue to keep doing all these cool things. And if you have any ideas or suggestions, comment below. Thank you. Have a great evening. Mwah.